Hey guys, this is Marv from Pod Like Us, and I'm chatting with Cam from the Jacked Up preview show. I was going to do the tune then as well. Jacked Up preview show. It's
Oh,
the
it's all good.
Jacked Up preview show. That one. And we're here to chat about a show that Cam loves. But first of all, Cam's going to explain to you all what he does at the Jacked Up preview show.
Thanks for having me on again, and
Jacked Up review
thank you
show.
for just wanting to. No, it's same difference. But I like how you are doing just some very serious just interviews. It's like you've formed the interview committee basically. It's just and yeah, so I do a bit of that, but I just decided, hey, let's just do a pop culture show and let's just split it up into all kinds of different subjects as well as just validate everybody. That's the overall goal. It's like we're gonna validate you.
It's one of those shows that makes me think about the chats that I've had with friends before, where you just sit down and you're like, okay. I mean, I remember an example of when I was on your show and we talked James Cameron films.
That was fun.
That was a fun chat, and it's like, oh well, what do we think's the best James Cameron film? And when you're all friends together, sat down somewhere, and you've got beer or something, and you're just enjoying each other's company, it's the same sort of thing that you talk about with your friends like that. It's that sort of feel that you get with your show.
Well, thank you. That actually means a lot because there's nothing worse than just everyone loving the sound of their own voice, and it doesn't happen overnight either. I'm just blessed to have a crew of guys from around the world, and we all just were just on the same page. Hey, let's do a fake mocking roast of a infamous celeb. Hey, let's do a deep discussion on a comic book or stand-up comedian, something that hasn't really been done. But you find your own space and how you want to be creative. And I, I'm always in. It's always funny too. Like any marketing, you don't know what's going to hit and why.
Yep.
It's just it is what it is.
So, what is the show then that you want to discuss then that actually hit the mark for you?
Oh man. So there there's been a bunch that I've been so impressed, and I was thinking giving some love for a few different shows. Have you heard of Best of the Rest?
I have. Yep. Yep.
Really? Okay, cool. They were pretty much a only say good things about infamous movie chat show, and they went from just talking about everything superhero related to hey, now we're going to talk about bettering ourselves. And again, we can only say something nice. We're not here to diss, so it's like, yeah, this is going to be hard.
I do like
uh,
the shows that do that though, where they'll look at things and they'll say, "Oh, there's this here that's being missed by the multitude of people. What is there that's good about this that people need to look for?" And it's pulling the
yep,
good out of there to show people that however they look at something, there is something good there to glean from, like a film or a television show or a song or something.
basically it's like you made the rules, you decide what we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always blown away by something like that because she's like, again, and you can't make this up. You can plan for it, but you don't know how everything's going to hit.
But sometimes you'll listen to it and they'll come up with they'll say things and it's almost as though you see things in a different light because of that. You'll look at a film that you've watched and you've thought, I've seen that film, and then they will point something out and you'll think, I've never seen that before, but now that they've mentioned it, I remember that now, and it makes you think on about things that you've missed in these films or these products.
Oh man, and who can predict this?
Is there a standout moment from that show then that's been like that for you?
I more than I can count, and I think again, it's just so positive healing. You kind of feel the positive ramification afterwards.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was fascinating from me is I there was just so much positivity that is like that's all I can think about because and that's a good thing because basically just you when there's just something so positive it's not only just euphoric but like you're kind of just ready to go. It's like, man, I'm so happy for the rest of the day. I'm
Yeah, but
and
even
it's rare.
yeah. But even when they're not talking about that and they talk about other things as well, sort of like, for instance,
Hmm.
as another example, if you were looking musically to something like a band or something, and they were saying, oh, sometimes you look at just one, or even a film star or something, or a filmmaker, you look at this specific thing as being their high point, and
Yes.
everything that other than that isn't looked at as the same sort of. It's like staying with film, for instance, because we all do. We love shows about films on podcasts. We love them.
Hmm.
So staying with film, for instance, if you go like Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock, and people will go, "Oh, you've got this here. You've got Psycho, or you've got North by Northwest." Or you've got there's these 10 point these points, aren't there, where people will go, this is the Hitchcock film, and there's four or five of them that they'll pick, but you don't realise that other than those four or five, there's a lot of other really good films there. It's like
Yes.
Spielberg. You'll pick the specific Spielberg, but you don't realise that there's all these other really good Spielberg films that aren't the big, ginormous films. They're the ones that are like the intimate films and those that you miss because you're looking at the big blockbusters.
And just having to tell people is like they didn't just stop existing. It is almost like the top 40 is like you do know this music artist made five good albums, and only two of their songs actually charted. So it's
Yep, Rage Against the Machine made more than one great album. There are other good albums that they made, and you know, and all these other bands. Yeah,
nah, man, they just ceased to exist.
yeah. It's not just the first Rage Against the Machine album. The other albums are good as well.
Yeah, they had pretty much hit after hit, but yeah, there's one thing I saw some music artists talking about, especially with certain broadcasters, is people unfortunately are guilty of just kind of wanting to rewrite history after a while, and it's like,
Yeah.
guys, that's not how this works. I mean, you can do that, but that's not the truth.
No, no, no. Too much whitewashing going on. Anyway, Cam, as this is supposed to be a quick International Podcasting Month episode, unfortunately, we're going to have to stop there. Why don't you let people know what you've got coming up, then, Cam, and how to find you and get hold of you?
Goodness, you can email us at csolifilm@gmail.com. But more importantly, you can also just hit us up on Instagram, Jacked Up Review Show, and on Twitter, Blue Sky, what have you. Everyone picks a lane, and I'm on all the different formats. But I get it. Everybody wants to kind of just we all want to belong and we all want to engage with the community. And I'm just all about hey, there's much of everything to love.
And if you've got any suggestions of topics, Cam will be more than happy to discuss them with you.
Yes, I shall. Let's create some magic together in
Let's do
just
it.
words.
Absolutely. You can find pods like us on any streaming platform. We're on all of the social media on all the social networks. Just go to themarvzone.org and all the links are there on the opening page. Anyway, thanks everyone for listening, and hope you're listening again to another episode of Pods Like Us.